Merry meet, guys. Welcome back to It's the Moon, Season 10. I am your Wednesday host, Houston, and this week we are talking about the Akashic Records. Now, if you have not seen Natalie's or Jennifer's videos, don't know why I can't speak, I highly recommend seeing them. They give an awesome overview and some personal experiences with the Akashic Records. I don't really have personal experiences with the Akashic Records myself, but I know some different techniques and different ways you can access the Akashic Records, and that's what I want to share with you tonight. So one of the more prominent techniques to use to gain entry into the Akashic Records, it's not like you have to have a passcode or a secret word or do a gesture, is meditation. Jennifer and Natalie both mentioned guided meditations. You can find them all over YouTube. You can find them, I believe you can get them on Spotify, and the Insight Timer app. I have that. Natalie's talked about it too in her video. I do believe they have a guide to the Akashic Records to kind of, unlock your knowledge of yourself. Another great way to get into the Akashic Records. I keep saying like you're going to break into it. I don't mean it that way. Another way to access the Akashic Records, that's the word, is you could do by scrying. If you're not good at closing your eyes and sitting down and, being meditative like that, you could use a crystal ball to scry. You could also scry with a candle, water, any method you choose to scry. You can use that it basically puts you in a trance to enter the, to access the Akashic Records. You could do it that way. One of my favorite ways to get information out of the astral realm, which I'm not really good at astral traveling. That's the term. I'm not really good at that. Something I have to work on. But one of my favorite ways to get information out of the astral is to scry with a crystal. I do have a black glass crystal ball. I have a huge crystal ball. I think I've showed you when we talked about divination for a week. I think it was last season. I showed you the selection I have of my crystals. I do also have a magic mirror that I like to use for specific things. Like if I'm going to talk to someone who's passed on, of course, I would use that because it's a flatter surface and I'll be able to gaze into it and get a better picture than I would with a crystal ball, in my opinion. I know you can basically scry with anything. I've also scried looking at a wall, scrying with the air in front of you. So what you do with that is you let your eyes focus on like you put your hand here, and you take it away, and you keep focusing on that one point. Your vision will go blurry, and you'll see things creeping around the side to kind of form patterns and things like that. So those are two ways you can access the Akashic Records. Another great way is through tarot. I believe that you can access a lot through the cards, because I don't think it would be able to give you like everything written down like a book-wise, like if you were there and you were reading it in a meditative state or scrying it. I don't think the cards would give you, I mean, they could, as much detailed information. Another way, you can always go ask someone. It's kind of a point blank who does Akashic Record readings to access them for you. I have not ever had a reading done like that. I usually don't trust, like, I call them, because we don't have a witchy shop around here anymore. I don't think we do. It might have closed down. but it bad. Another time for another story. It's a story for another time. There it goes. But I don't trust the psychics that have psychic shops, palm reader shops, things like that. If I knew someone personally that can read the Akashic records for me, I would ask them, like a really, really good friend. Like, I wouldn't just ask someone I just met. It's like, oh yeah, I can read the Akashic records. I would not do that. Because they're extremely personal. I wouldn't really want someone I just met to go into, like, my mind and see what's swimming around in there, or going around in the books that have all my experiences. I wouldn't want them reading them. So instead of me rambling on, I'm going to finish the video here. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please let me know or leave them down in the comment section. And I will see you guys next week. Many blessings.